And we're staying on back with you here on the Newsfeed PM. A man from the Eastern Cape has been arrested for impersonating a doctor in the Nelson Mandela Academic Hospital in Mthatha. He was caught in the hospital's surgical ward on Thursday, dressed in a white coat with 2 stethoscopes around his neck. The arrest came after a nurse who had previously seen the man posing as a teacher on social media raised the alarm. Joining me now is the Eastern Cape Health Communications Director, Siyanda Manana. Good to have you, sir, and thank you very much for your time. How long was the imposter in the facility before the nurses could be able to raise the alarm?
Good afternoon, Chabo, and also good afternoon to all the listeners. He was not in the facility for a very long time because, videos of him circulated in the media. So we're then able to raise the alarm quickly, and he was quickly nabbed by the by the security. So he wasn't there for long. He went to the 5th floor and took pictures of himself, and then he went again downstairs. That's when the security apprehended him. So he wasn't there for a very long time.
So on those 2 levels, you're saying the only activity that would have taken place was him posing for pictures, which he was taking himself. There was no interaction with any patients or with any of the other functions of the hospital.
No. He was not able to do that. He did not interact with the patients. The reason being that the security as well as the staff, they acted swiftly in making sure that they apprehended. And what we also discovered is that when we looked at his phones, his phone, we're then able to actually see the fact that he took pictures. There was no interaction. We interviewed the patients. There was nothing. The nurses, there is nothing that suggests that he interacted. The nurses were quick to identify him.
Now, learning that, of course, he has been seen on social media before posing, I suppose, in another profession by one of your nurses. Have you any knowledge of whether or not he could have been at any other hospital posing as a doctor, or was this the first attempt at this particular hospital?
No, we're not able he was not able to do that. He only managed to actually go to Nelson Mandela Academic. No other facility, he didn't go to any other facility. Otherwise, we would have picked him up.
Yeah. You were able to, I suppose, ask some questions, but I believe now you've also sent him for psychiatric evaluation. Is there a sense that he could be suffering from some kind of mental illness?
Yes, we were able to ask him some questions, and then he responded, and he was very, very sorry. That's what he said to us. But he came to volunteer, and we asked him, why did he come to volunteer as a doctor? He was not trained as a doctor. He doesn't even have a qualification as a doctor. But we recommended, that he goes for psychiatric treatment. We were able, to trace his mom, and we are going to try and help him, so that we attend to him, in the best manner possible.
So as we sit now, has there been a case opened by the police? Have you opened a case against him, or is it just purely that level of intervention where you're coming
in? We, as a department, what we did was actually to do a statement, to make a statement. And then, we then leave everything for the police, to do what they are mandated to do.
I appreciate your time, sir, and thank you very much for coming on in your intervention. That's the Eastern Cape Health Communications Director, Siyanda Manana, there on that arrest of an imposter at one of their hospitals. Right.